You're in complete control over your life, over your reality, for the simple reason that you're in complete control over your mind. Your thoughts shapes your reality. Dr. Wayne Dyer said something beautiful. He said, when you change the way you see things, the things you see change. This is so true. And I don't want you just to take my word for it. I'm going to give you a little exercise to do, and you will see how you are in 100% complete control over your thoughts. Let's do this together right now. I want you to close your eyes real quick and start speaking to yourself inside your mind. Start by speaking to yourself very softly in your normal, regular voice, and then shout. Now shout in your mind, scream and say something really loud. I'm going to shut up for a second and I'm going to let you do that. Just for you to feel, just for you to see how your mind goes. You can shout inside your mind. So you're in complete control over the conversation that is going on inside your mind. It's not random thoughts that just come to you. You control the thoughts, you control the volume, you control the nature of the thought, you can direct it. You are the interpreter of the thoughts. You don't need just to be subjected to the thought that comes in. You don't need to believe all of your thoughts. You don't need to believe all of your feelings. You can actually say, if I feel stressed or anxious, this is just a sign for me to make a move. It's not a sign for me to close down and freeze. You can interpret it any way that you want. When you are interpreting things differently, this is where you can become so much more productive, so much more, not just even productive, better for yourself. And I created a video on redefining your emotions. So make sure that you watch it. And one of the things, it was anxiety. Many people, when they feel anxiety, they just go into a shell and they completely immobilizing themselves. And I say immobilizing themselves because it's not the anxiety that causes you to not do shit. It's your interpretation of it. And when I feel anxiety, I just know that there is something that needs to be done, that could be done, that I'm not doing. So I go immediately into production. What can I do to alleviate it? It's a sign, it's a hookup for the universe from God. And when you start realizing that you're in control over your reality because you're in control over your thoughts, the nature of them, like I said, the volume of them, and everything that is going on in your mind is under your supervision. You are the operator. You don't need to believe everything you hear or see or think. You can change it, you can alchemize it, and that's the beauty of this God-given gift that we get, that God gave us when He created us. We have consciousness, and consciousness is us being able to come up with thoughts, to come up with interpretations, to come up with combining a thought with an emotion, just like Pavlov's dog. You can actually start to say to this to yourself, when I think this is what I do, and always be productive. And when I feel this is what I do. Because we got used to, when we feel stressed or when we feel depressed or when we feel whatever, we get into a state of not doing nothing, of doing nothing, of feeling sorry for ourselves, and the self-talk is going very, very negative, and we shoot ourselves in the foot. And let me give you a quick definition of motivation and depression. Motivation is very simple, is action with extremely positive and affirming savage self-talk. It means you're doing something and you talk to yourself like a champion. And this motivation can be created. You just do, you start doing, and then the motivation comes when the self-talk is being coupled with this action. Simple. Motivation. Just like that. And what is depression? Depression is exactly the opposite. Is lack of action or inaction, complete inaction, and shitty self-talk. You sit, you don't do anything, and you just talk shit about yourself. You said, oh my God, my life is this. I am not good enough. I am this. I am that. I live in a poor country. I'm a poor person. I'm stupid, like whatever. This is depression. This is what causes depression. And anxiety is actually the byproduct of of negative self, of inaction. Inaction, we're trying to be positive, to have positive self-talk, but you cannot just talk yourself into positive state. You need to act yourself into a positive state. You can't change your state just by thinking about it and affirming it. You need to do. And this is why I am telling you, you are in control of your reality. Because you're controlling your perception. What happens in the world just happens. Things happens all the time. How you view it, that's completely up to you. The worst thing that happened right now, let's say the economy crash, like whatever, stocks are down or whatever the fuck, can be bad for all the investors, but it can be good for in people who invested in a different stock, because when one stock just plummets, the other one rises. So you see the negative and the positive. That's where people just choose how they want to see things. Even when COVID hit, I saw it as an opportunity. Many people saw it as a detriment. Many people just got really depressed during this time. I decided that I'm going to educate myself. I didn't work out then, but I just decided that I'm going to educate myself. So you can see things as an opportunity and possibility, or you can see them as challenges. It's completely up to you. A winner and a person, the 1% mindset says everything that happens happened for a reason, and you actually have the ability to connect the dots looking forward, because you say to yourself, it's not what happens, it's how I react to it, how I respond to it, and what I do with it. It's not the cards I've been dealt, it's what I do with the cards that I've been dealt with. So now, a winner, a 1% mindset, looked at everything as an opportunity to grow, as opportunity to change, the opportunity to make something happen. And losers just look at things that happens and they said, oh, I can't do it because this happened. 1% says, I will do it because it happened. You see the difference? And you're in control. You are in control. So from now on, you guys, I want you to take full control over your mind by realizing that you're in control of the dialogue. And when you start talking shit about yourself, pump the brakes and say, no, 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 no. We're not talking like this. I'm not doing this. And then bring back your energy, start affirming, start talking positively about yourself, act, do some push-ups, burpees, go to the gym, and start coupling positive action with savage positive self-talk, and you will feel motivated, and you will move from flow state to flow state throughout the day, because you create it. Motivation is created. It's granted maybe once a day, but other times it's just being created. Like when I recorded this video at the beginning, I didn't feel that motivated, but I said, I already know how it works. Start, and this is how you start. Speak positively about yourself, and here we are. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you again in the next one.